Breaking from the Donbass front, Russian tanks and trucks lie wrecked on Ukraine's roads of death near Pokrovsk, as drone strikes reported just days ago slashed logistics by up to 50%. Is this the geopolitical crisis that breaks Moscow's momentum in the global conflict? Welcome to Global Tactical Alert, your frontline source for unfiltered geopolitical breakdowns. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button now. Don't miss the next twist in this escalating Russia-Ukraine war. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. We're diving deep into the heart of darkness in eastern Ukraine, where the city of Pokrovsk stands as a defiant bulwark against Russia's relentless grind. But this isn't just another skirmish in the global conflicts arena. It's a high-stakes chess game where Ukraine's innovative kill web is turning vital highways into apocalyptic traps, bleeding Putin's war machine dry, drawing from frontline dispatches on Ukraine, replicating roads of death successes east of Pokrovsk. We're peeling back the layers of this speculative nightmare. What if these drone swarms don't just stall Russia? What if they shatter the entire offensive? Let's unravel this geopolitical crisis, step by step, with the drama it deserves. Flashback to the frozen winters of 2022, when Russia's thunderous invasion shattered Ukraine's peace, swallowing Crimea and igniting the Donbass powder keg. Fast forward through bloody sieges like Mariupol's fall and Bakhmut's rubble-strewn defiance, each a testament to Moscow's brutal playbook of attrition. But in 2025, the narrative flips in Pokrovsk's shadow. No longer a mere mining hub, this city has morphed into a linchpin of resistance, echoing the epic stands of Stalingrad, but wired with 21st century tech. Russia's push here isn't new. It's rooted in Putin's dream of a buffer zone to shield his borders after Ukraine's bold Kursk raid last summer. Yet, Ukraine's evolution from underdog to drone overlord has rewritten the script, transforming forgotten roads into symbols of defiance. This isn't history repeating. It's a remixed saga where innovation clashes with imperial ambition, forcing Russia to confront a foe that's adapted faster than the Kremlin could ever imagine. Now, zoom in on the kill web, the pulsating nerve center of Ukraine's defense. Imagine endless ribbons of asphalt, once lifelines for Russian mechanized hordes, now morphed into gauntlets of doom. Ukrainian drone units, operating in relentless shifts like guardians of the night, blanket every inch with unblinking eyes. This isn't passive scouting, it's a predatory hunt. These FPV beasts, first-person view kamikazes, dive through windows, evade jammers, and obliterate everything from humble UAZ vans to mighty T-80 tanks. Picture this: a 42-ton behemoth, bristling with cope cages and electronic warfare gear, rumbling toward a firing position under cover of darkness. But Ukraine's operators, coordinating like symphony conductors, bypass defenses and send it up in flames, adding to the staggering 11,200 tanks claimed destroyed since the invasion. Speculatively, what if this attrition escalates? Russia's doctrine hinges on armored floods, but with logistics slashed, fuel trucks vaporized, ammo convoys scattered, their 110,000-strong force grinds to a halt. Frontline reports show Ukrainian trenches funneling Russians into predictable kill zones, where drones strike with surgical fury. It's hyperbolic, yes. A single van's detonation could cascade into a stalled assault, forcing commanders into desperate reroutes. Moscow's disappointed at no breakthrough. Their innovations, like fiber-optic drones achieving battlefield air interdiction, are countered by Ukraine's agility. But push the what if. Could this web expand, turning the entire Donbass into a no-man's land, where Russian advances dissolve before they form? Yet, even as Ukraine's kill web tightens its grip, Russia isn't standing idle. They're clawing back with desperate countermeasures that could flip the script in this deadly dance. Enter the counter-threats. Moscow's engineers are rolling out innovations like the Gerber decoy drones, designed to mimic real threats and overwhelm Ukrainian sensors, drawing fire away from vital convoys. Imagine swarms of these phantoms flooding the skies, confusing operators and buying precious time for supply runs. Or consider their fiber-optic guided drones, slicing through electronic jamming like a hot knife through butter, turning the tables on Ukraine's aerial dominance. As one expert noted, drones are tactical enablers, not a complete overhaul. But what if Russia perfects this? Their road cutter mirrors are already strangling Ukrainian movements in spots, forcing Kiev to rethink their own logistics. Picture a Ukrainian ammo truck racing through the night, suddenly lit up by a Russian FPV strike. Could this be the spark that unravels the kill web itself? It's a controversial take, but Putin's victory at Pokrovsk might be a Pyrrhic nightmare. High losses for minimal gains, with over 3,000 troops reportedly lost in just 2 weeks. If Russia masses 100,000 more, time becomes their weapon, grinding down Ukraine's resolve. But here's the edge-of-your-seat question. What if Russian drones mirror this kill web, turning Ukraine's roads into their own kill zones? The balance teeters, and one breakthrough could cascade into chaos. But amid the tactical thunder, let's not forget the human inferno. This isn't just metal on metal, it's lives shattered in the crossfire. In Pokrovsk's besieged outskirts, families huddle in basements as glide bombs rain down, echoing the savage urban strikes on cities. Picture the elderly miner, once toiling in coal shafts, now trudging kilometers on foot to evade drone hunters in the rearguard. Or the young teacher in nearby villages, her school reduced to craters, forcing lessons underground while shells whistle overhead. Relentless attacks fueling severe crises in frontline regions. The toll? Over 1 million Russian casualties projected, but on the Ukrainian side, it's civilians bearing the brunt. Weekly deaths from indiscriminate barrages, economic lifelines severed, and a generation scarred. A soldier named Yuri sums it. We try to take out as many as we can, but sometimes there are just too many. Speculatively, what if this drags on? Farmers abandon fields turned battlegrounds. Doctors operate by flashlight amid power outages from struck infrastructure, evoking empathy for the unsung heroes, from medics dodging shrapnel to volunteers smuggling aid through death roads. This geopolitical crisis isn't abstract. It's the daily dread of ordinary folks, their resilience a beacon in the storm. Think of the factory worker, his livelihood halted as factories shutter under constant threat, or the single father racing to evacuate his kids amid exploding convoys. Each story, a gut-wrenching reminder that behind every drone strike is a human cost. Could this endless cycle breed a humanitarian catastrophe, with millions displaced and aid corridors collapsing? The emotional pull is undeniable. These aren't statistics. They're people fighting to survive in a world turned upside down. The ripples, enormous. Capturing Pokrovsk would hand Russia a jackpot. Control over Donetsk's remnants, a launchpad to Kramatorsk-Sloviansk, and a psychological gut punch to Kyiv. But Ukraine's kill web flips the script, stalling advances, with threats from 19 drones over Poland signaling escalation. Globally, it's a tinderbox. Europe awakens to Moscow's reach, with drone walls rising. What if this spreads? A new world order, where drone dominance redraws alliances, crippling Russia's economy with 60 billion rubles in damages from Ukrainian strikes. The US viewer feels it. Higher gas prices from disrupted energy, NATO strains, and the specter of wider conflict. Winners, Ukraine if they hold. Losers, Putin facing internal chaos. This shapes tomorrow's world. High-stakes poker where one misstep ignites global flames. Imagine the fallout. Supply chains worldwide buckle as rare earth minerals from the region vanish. Or alliances fracture with China, eyeing Taiwan amid the distraction. Controversially, is this the beginning of a new Cold War divide, where Western tech arms Ukraine while Russia leans on Iranian drones and North Korean troops? The stakes couldn't be higher. Economic collapse looms if oil routes falter, and personal freedoms hang in the balance as authoritarian plays gain ground. Tie it back. How does this hit your wallet, your security? It's not distant. It's the thread pulling at the fabric of global stability. And here's the cliffhanger. With Russian forces eyeing a giant cauldron in Donbass and Ukrainian counterattacks exposing command chaos, what's next? Rumors swirl of a massive drone escalation or secret peace talks. Stay locked in for our next drop on whether this kill web sparks a full Russian retreat. Could fewer assaults signal a tipping point? Or is it just the calm before an all-out storm? If this geopolitical rollercoaster has you on the edge, smash that like button if you want more raw breakdowns. Drop a comment with your take. Will the roads of death end Putin's dream? And subscribe right now to Global Tactical Alert. Hit the bell. Don't let the next bombshell catch you off guard. Share this with anyone who needs to wake up to the Russia-Ukraine war's real stakes. This is more than headlines. It's our world on the brink. Stay vigilant.